Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to my channel. And today I have a little rant that I want to go on. Now, the Academy Awards just announced that they are planning on cutting 8 categories from their live taping. And instead, what they're going to do is that they're going to give out the awards before the actual live taping starts, and they're going to edit it into the actual show itself. The reason being is for them to cut down on as much time as possible. Now, this has caused quite an uproar in the film community. On the surface, it seems that there's no harm being done, but their plan is to cut down on like the time it takes from people to walk from their seats to the podium to receive their awards. They're also going to cut down the time in between when they name off the nominations. And the part that is angering people the most is that they're going to cut down on, the artist's speech itself. And let me tell you right now, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen the Academy do, basically. Not only is it disrespectful to all these filmmakers by cutting down on their speech, but their reasoning behind cutting down the time and cut down on the length of the show is idiotic, because doing this will basically save you maybe 4 or 5 minutes in total. So it's not really moving the needle much when it comes to cutting down on the show time. The reason they're doing this is because they're scrambling around trying to find ways to increase viewer ratings, and they think, cutting down on the runtime will appeal to the general public. And let me get it out of the way right now. This is not how you appeal to the general public. The reason why viewership has been going down for the Oscars in the last couple years stems from multiple issues. And it's not just the runtime. The runtime is honestly the least of their concerns. We are being ushered into a new era where less and less people are subscribing to cable and they're switching over to streaming services. And because of that, even if you try so damn hard to appeal to like as many people as possible, you will still see a decrease in viewership because less and less people each year are going to be using cable. And one of the bigger issues is that, the general public, people who are not the biggest fans of film, to casual viewers, just do not care about the films that are being nominated at the Oscars. Let's be real about it. I mean, people don't care about Drive My Car. People don't care about The Power of the Dog. People don't care about The Tragedy of Macbeth. So the Academy's issue is not runtime. No, their issue is a lot bigger than runtime. Instead of putting themselves out there and pushing this narrative that, hey, things that go into filmmaking like editing and production design and, hair and makeup is actually really cool, and this is how movies are made, and without that, we would not have movies, basically. Instead of doing that, they are basically telling the public that, hey, these awards mean less than, best director, best picture, best actors, best actresses. And in an era where people glamorize actors and actresses and directors more than ever, this is the absolute last thing you want to do, because then guess what? People are going to just want to have a show where it's just like all actors and actresses, which at this point, it seems like that's the direction the Academy wants to take it. And, it's just totally disrespectful to all the filmmakers out there. Makeup and hairstylists are one of the first people on sets. Without editing, films would not be a thing. I mean, they're cutting score from the live tape, so that you're saying that Hans Zimmer is less important than some of these actors. Guess what? He is as important than any director, any actor, any actors out there. Hans Zimmer's scores are iconic. Without them, who knows what film history would look like at this point. The Academy should be like, hey, production design is awesome, it's cool, it's fantastic, this is what brings films life. But no, they're like, what, fuck that. No one really cares about production design or editing or anything like that. And you know what, they may be right. The general public may not care about editing or any of that crap at all. They may be right, but that is why you have to try and at least make it somewhat appealing to the general public, or else you're just going to continue to see a decline and a dip in viewership. This is not the way you should be doing it. Give the audience a reason to care about production design and editing and score and makeup and hairstyling. Make them feel excited. Make them feel suspenseful as to like, hey, what's gonna win best production design this year? Instead of like, who's gonna win actor, blah, blah, blah. This actor should do that, blah, blah, blah. They're pandering. They're pandering to the general public. They're panicking. Stop making value judgments on specific categories, and maybe people will start caring. Because it just shows that you yourself don't even care about these categories, and it's just a slap to the face of all the filmmakers. A week ago, the Academy also announced that they're going to allow fans to vote for their favorite film, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They know people, want to see like Spider-Man at the Academy Awards, and only got one nomination for visual effects. People wanted to see it get nominated for Best Picture, and as soon as that happened, they panicked. They try to appeal to everyone. Let's make Spider-Man be recognized in some way or capacity, and Instagram, boom, they did the fan voting. And guess what? The film Cinderella with Camila Cabello is leading voting. So it just completely backfired on their end. It's embarrassing. So hey, Academy, maybe stop pandering to the GP and maybe, start making your stuff seem important and exciting. Make it appeal to people. Don't just throw it under a rug and cut time from the filmmakers' literal speeches, because that just devalues it and it's disrespectful. And guess what? Spider-Man was not going to save your show anyways. Cutting 5 minutes of showtime isn't going to reel millions of viewers in. Like I said, we're in a new age. Why not try to find a way where you can live stream your show on like Disney Plus or any other streaming services, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, anything. That'll probably appeal to the mass a bit more than what your awful plan is currently. Take advantage of the damn movies that are in your damn categories. Hey, you know what? People love Issa Tammy Faye. People love Jessica Chastain's transformation and her makeup. Guess what? Why don't you market that? Why don't you be like, hey guys, the very talented makeup artist transformed Jessica Chastain into one of history's more iconic characters and a beloved character. Why don't you do that instead of cutting into like Hans Zimmer's speech? It's ridiculous. Promote a film like Drive My Car. Don't be scared about promoting an indie film. Show the audience why it's fantastic, why everyone should watch it, why it's amazing. The script writing and everything about Drive My Car is fantastic. Market it. You have great films in the palm of your hands. All you have to do is just let people know why exactly it's fantastic, and maybe then you will have a shot to attract the general public. It's almost like the Academy is embarrassed that they're recognizing these indie films. Well, guess what? The harsh reality is the Academy in the past couple years, I would say the past 4 or 5 years, they've been trending towards more indie films, and I personally love it, but I know more casual viewers may not, appreciate it or love that idea as much as I do. Academy, do something about that, or guess what? Your show is going to continue to dip and eventually it's going to fizzle out and die. Whatever. Those were like my quick thoughts on that topic. It's anger inducing because it's just so disrespectful, and it's such a lazy and like closed-minded solution that they figured out. Take advantage of the beautiful cinema you have at your disposal. Give it the respect it deserves. Give the filmmakers the respect they deserve, and make it seem like you give a damn, because right now it seems like you couldn't care less. And guess what? When people get that impression, they won't care either ways. Why would I care if you don't care? So there you go. It's fucking ridiculous. My name's Chris. If you liked, comment, subscribe, share, friends to family, like, and I'll see you guys later. See you guys Sunday, actually. SAG Awards. So bye.